My name is Yvonne, and now I see. I am a basketball coach and trainer. I came to Resonate because my brother was bugging me to go. So he actually was living in Southern California before, and I was living up here. He came up because my mom was diagnosed with cancer. We found out that she had it in April of 2011. And so his work was really gracious and let him move up. And then he finds out about Resonate from a friend. And he's like really bugging me to come. You know, when you invite somebody to church for the first time, you really want that perfect experience. But Scott was the one preaching when I came. I think he probably was a little bit disappointed. You know, he told me, oh, it's just one of the associate pastors. He was talking about how you might not know a lot about the Bible, you haven't attended seminary, or you can't throw down like all these Jesus verses, but you always have your story. And I was like, you know what? For an associate pastor, that was pretty solid. You don't really know about a church unless if you really join one of their MCGs or, you know, whatever they may call it, small group, cell group, growth group, whatever. Because that's how you can really tell what the DNA of a church is. I didn't really have any community before. For me, I'm introverted, shy. That's my natural tendency anyway. The act of talking about Jesus-y things with people was like a new thing for me, and I really was just like a social hermit almost. I mean, I would joke around about hating people, but it wasn't too far from the truth. I just don't like people being in my personal space. And so I understand that community is such that people are in your personal space. It's it's kind of annoying. So for me with this MCG thing, I was thinking, well, I'll just let it all hang out. You know, then they'll just be like scared off. They do their thing, I do mine. You know, but you know, that never happened. So during the time, you know, my mom was really sick. And we thought she was getting better. But then she had like a seizure one day, and you know, we went to Stanford, and we found out that it had spread to her brain. I guess normal people are supposed to like tell their MCGs about this stuff. I tell them what's going on, and they asked like, oh, can we come to where you are? And I was like, no, you know, you can't. Like, I'm not used to people like being there. They were just so persistent. And I was like, finally like, okay, I'll meet you at Misty's place. I went over there and they were just like asking me questions and praying with me. I was like ugly crying. Like, you know, your whole body is like shaking and full on weeping and stuff. And I remember thinking, like, these people barely know me. And, you know, they're pursuing me this much. And yeah, it just blew me away. People who had only known me for like, I don't know, 2 months would do this for me. It really helped to have them prompt me with questions so that I could just like feel. Otherwise, it would just stay up here. You know, on the days where I wanted to hear it or didn't want to hear it, they were constantly bringing God into the equation. He knew that I was going to need community. He gave it to me. I got it in full force.